Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this Ethereum video, which I'm very glad with. Finally, I can be relatively positive and bullish again, because yesterday we got positive fundamental news, and that is also the main thing that we spoke about yesterday. And that's what I wanted to update today, right? Because that has caused a move from the 90-day rolling VWAP, which in the end served as amazing support, and that is also the main target we had when we spoke about the breakdown here. So if any of you anticipated on that, then great. I personally did not. I just focused on buying the Bitcoin bottom here. Maybe I should have spread it out. But at times when there's a lot of fear and there's escalation and there's uncertainty, in my experience, it's best to just go for Bitcoin. So that's what I did, but in hindsight, a great bottom. And what I said yesterday, and that is something I think we need to speak about again under the current circumstances. What I said is that even with positive news, I was not certain if we could reclaim the same structure that Ethereum had before, right? So you can see, and it's a little bit of a messy chart, but I think you can see it through all the lines and all the areas. But Ethereum has been, since the beginning of May until Friday last week, it has been in this value area or range or consolidation, whatever you want to call it, between 2400 and 2680. And we had a couple of times where we tried to get a bearish breakdown, where we tried to get a bullish breakout, but eventually we always stayed within the value. So now the question is, well, can we reclaim that? And yesterday I said, even with de-escalation, I don't think we can reclaim that. And that is something I might have to get back to, because I think we actually do have a chance to reclaim this. Now, I do want to say that it's most important still that the fundamentals remain relatively stable. All right, so that oil prices stay down, that the volatility index and gold stay down, and that we see a recovery in at least stability from the S&P 500. All right, so those fundamentals do need to remain true and remain valid. So if we see some sort of escalation, we will easily fall back down into this area right here between 2250 and 2180, and we'll just find support there and we'll consolidate lower. So this is a possibility, but under the current, momentum and the current fundamentals, very soon I think we can actually see somewhat more of a recovery from ETH BTC right here, which is trying to reclaim a crucial level right here as well. And if that happens, that opens up the way for a pretty major recovery and a pretty major catch-up race for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. All right, and if that happens, Ethereum is easily going to reclaim back into 2470, and we can easily rally back into the yearly rolling VWAP here at 2660. Now, especially under the current fundamentals, right? I mean, we've seen how much Circle, the stock, is rallying. That's obviously in relation to stablecoins, and I've said this before, but if there's one network in crypto that's ideally situated for stablecoins, it's Ethereum, right? So therefore the fundamentals I'd say for Ethereum are still quite good. The technicals are not quite there yet, but I do think under the fundamentals they're getting there, right? So short term we might have a pullback. We left some imbalances here to the downside as well. I think you can also see, if we take a look at the TPO map right here for Ethereum, that a pretty major pullback is a possibility. Like a pullback into 2300 is a possibility, but I do think from there we will be able to recover, regain stability, and get a bullish reclaim. But those are my thoughts for now. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know. But for now, I'll be back with new videos. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.